This is the harsh reality on Thailand's border. Over 130,000 people have been forced to flee their homes, families torn apart, mothers clutching their children, running for safety with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Evacuation centers are now overwhelmed. Women and children make up the majority of these desperate crowds. They have lost everything, their homes, their security, and for some, their loved ones. This tragedy was triggered by an unprovoked attack. Cambodian rockets rained down on Thai communities, deliberately targeting civilian areas. 7-Eleven convenience stores, homes, hospitals, schools, even gas stations. Nothing was spared. One of the most heartbreaking stories, a mother and her 3 children went to a local 7-Eleven. They never came out alive. This should never have happened. Cambodia must be held accountable for these atrocities. The world must not look away. On July 16th and 23, 2 Thai soldiers were seriously injured after stepping on newly planted landmines inside Thai soil. Evidence proves that these mines were recently deployed in areas already cleared of explosives. Thailand has destroyed all of its anti-personnel mines since 2019, while Cambodia's 2022 Transparency Report confirms that they still stockpile such weapons. This act blatantly violates the Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Convention and the Siem Reap Angkor Declaration of 2024. On July 24th at 8:20 a.m., Cambodian forces launched heavy weapons at a Thai military post near Tom Wen Tom Temple in Surin province. They then fired indiscriminately into Thai territory, affecting 4 provinces, Buriram, Surin, Sisaket, and Ubon Ratchathani. Elderly people and pregnant women, those who should have been safe, were rushed to hospitals, hoping for shelter. But even hospitals, places of healing and hope, turned into killing grounds when Cambodian rockets came raining down. Rockets tore through Thai communities. While a news crew drove along a quiet road, a missile slammed into the earth just meters away, shattering the illusion of safety. Homes trembled. Families screamed. And then came the moment no one could imagine. A 7-Eleven store, inside a simple gas station, a symbol of normal life, became a grave. A father, a mother, their 2 children, they stopped for just a few minutes. The father walked to the restroom. The mother and the kids went inside the store. They would never walk out again. The explosion ripped through the shop. Shelves collapsed. Glass shattered. People ran for their lives, but for some, it was too late. The fire, the smoke, the silence after the blast. It told a story of a family torn apart in an instant. And fate showed a cruel mercy. The rocket missed the fuel tanks by inches. Had it struck, the entire station would have gone up in flames. But the nightmare didn't end there. Cambodian troops kept firing. Even hospitals, sanctuaries for the sick and wounded became targets. Soldiers who thought they'd found safety huddled under hospital walls as rockets screamed overhead. Doctors and nurses, their hands trained to heal, now trembling as they crawled for cover. Is this the act of a neighbor? Or the face of cruelty? Cambodia's attacks were not against soldiers alone. They were aimed at the innocent. Innocent lives were lost. 14 Thai civilians dead. Among them, 4 children. 46 others injured. 13 remain in critical condition, fighting for their lives. Hospitals, schools, fuel stations, and civilian homes were severely damaged. The inhumanity of the Cambodian forces is undeniable. The images speak for themselves. Even when civilians are present, their own people, they continue to fire. Heavy weapons unleashed in the heart of civilian neighborhoods, areas far from any military base. You can see it clearly. Cars parked along the roadside, homes standing in silence, and then gunfire erupts, indiscriminate and merciless. These were not strikes aimed at Thai military positions. These were deliberate attacks on the innocent. This is not war against soldiers. This is terror against civilians. Operations in civilian areas have continued without restraint. In the footage, Cambodian soldiers can be seen firing rockets in places where ordinary people earn their living, farmlands, beside them lies a heap of cassava, proof that this is no battlefield but a livelihood zone. And yet, as before, their rockets are launched without aim, without direction, wild and reckless. It's chaos, not strategy. These are not the calculated strikes of a disciplined military. This is random violence unleashed by men who show no regard for life, no respect for the laws of war. This is not defense. This is destruction. The next morning, July 25th, the assault did not stop. At 4 a.m., Cambodian troops once again unleashed a barrage of rockets toward the Thai border. No precision, no control, just relentless fire in every direction. This was not an act of defense. It was a display of sheer brutality, a clear sign of inhumanity, even as dawn broke instead of peace. The sky lit up with explosions, a grim reminder that Cambodia's aggression knows no limits. Thailand was left with no choice but to respond, but our response was measured, targeted, and responsible. The Thai military focused on legitimate military targets, not civilians. This demonstrates the discipline of the Thai armed forces, their respect for international law, and their commitment to humanity. Unlike Cambodia's indiscriminate attacks, Thailand acted with restraint and principle, proving that even in the midst of conflict, morality matters. The image shows the precise operation carried out by Thai forces, striking only legitimate Cambodian military targets. Every action was calculated. Every strike directed at armed positions, not civilian homes, not schools, not hospitals. This is the difference. Thailand responds with precision and responsibility, ensuring that justice is served without endangering innocent lives. Thailand condemns these inhumane and indiscriminate attacks, which violate the 1949 Geneva Conventions, specifically Article 19 of the First Convention and Article 18 of the Fourth Convention. These attacks are a serious breach of the UN Charter, Article 2.4, which prohibits the use of force against another nation's sovereignty and territorial integrity. While Thailand has exercised maximum restraint, it retains the right to self-defense under Article 51 of the UN Charter. Thai countermeasures have been proportional, targeted only at Cambodian military positions, and have avoided harm to civilians wherever possible.